Sometimes prayers hurt. One thing Vanessa and I constantly are praying about to the Lord is, Lord, open the doors that you have for us and close the doors that you don't have for us. And that is in friendship, that's in business, that's in day-to-day relationship, that's in things that we think we want, things that are on our heart's desire. But we are very clear that we want what God wants for us. Sometimes that stuff hurts. Last year, I had this amazing opportunity to come about, and it was really going to take my career to the next level. And I was super excited about it. It came after the horrible police interaction I had last year and after the death of my grandmother. And so this opportunity to push my career forward was honestly one of the things that was grounding me, like keeping me there, because it would have been big. It would have been one of the biggest opportunities that I've had. And we were in the talking stages. We talked about it. I learned about what it was going to be, how we were going to go forward with this opportunity. And ultimately, nothing ever came of it. And it crushed me because I had been putting so much work into this content creation. I had been putting so much work into giving my all on these platforms, dedicating my time, my energy, my resources to this. And it felt as though this was going to be a moment where it really paid off and I was going to really get a big break. And I've always been very clear that I only need a shot. That's all I need. Throw me the ball, bow. I just need a shot, and I need the right shot. And so this opportunity felt like it was supposed to be the right shot. And it crushed me because for months we talked, and then there was silence. There was absolutely nothing. And I reached out, and I reached out, and I reached out, and I would get nothing back. And it did send me into a little bit of a depression. And it made me not want to create content anymore, along with grieving my dead grandmother, who was like a parent to me. But the funny thing is, throughout all that, we still kept praying. We still kept asking God to open the doors that are meant to be and close the doors that are not, because we want to be in his will and want to do it his way, even though it was crushing me. And I recently saw the show that I was on track to star in, to be one of the main faces of, and I was so glad that it wasn't me. And I don't know, it was something about seeing it and realizing that's not my show. Like, that was the immediate response. Vanessa and I were laying in the bed. Alea was actually talking. She now. And it was right that I wasn't there. But back then it felt wrong. It hurt. It took me down. But now seeing it, I realized that that wasn't what God had for me. And I can see why. And so my prayers hurt. And I think that's just going to have to be okay, because I don't get to decide how God shows up, and I don't get to decide what it's supposed to look like. What I get to decide is, will I trust him through the highs and the lows? So I just want to encourage y'all to keep trusting him. Because as I look through my life, the doors that have closed, the doors that have not been opened, on the hindsight, on the back end of it, was actually for my good.